All right, so now we got some more questions
Yes.
from James.
Okay, what's up, James?
Uh,
James Drea.
James asks, when or how did you hear Jude would be on Total Drama?
I guess I can talk about this now. Yeah. See, there's a lot of stuff that I can't talk about because, we're still in production. I was just recording today, actually. And, because the show isn't out yet fully in Canada, I think it's playing on the in Cartoon Network. I signed an NDA, which stands for a non-disclosure agreement. So there are certain things I can talk about, and there are certain things that I can't. But because the show is out and there's a couple episodes, I can talk about how I heard about how Jude was coming back. Okay, so Tom McGillis and Jennifer Perch, the creators of Total Drama and 16 and Stoked and many other things. They contacted me because they had to do a little like sizzle reel of behind the scenes at Fresh about this new season coming out. And I found out that day because they wanted me to host it because I've been doing all these sort of, my YouTube channel and, and as being an ambassador to the show, as the voice of Chris McLean and as the as the lovable Jude Lizowski for many years, they thought it would be a great idea if I hosted it. So then, when I got there, they showed me the lineup of all the characters coming back, and there were a lot of characters that aren't on there now that were on the original lineup. And I'm just going along, and I was like, "Oh, cool! Look at that! Yeah, yeah, yeah!" And then I was like, "Hey!" And then there's Jude, and I was like, "And then there's Jude!" And they were all like, "Right?" And I was like, and then my head just went because then for an instant I just thought I got really quiet because I was like, "Wait a second. That would never happen again. You play somebody on a show." And especially like Jude was huge for my career. Everybody liked Jude. The girls all had massive crushes on him. The guys all wanted to be like him. And I had no idea how much of the Canadian, television tapestry that Jude was. It was the voice. It was the cartoon of a certain generation, a certain pocket. And it was the last time we had appointment television in Canada, where people would actually gather around televisions to watch together, not on their phones. And so I was like, when 16 ended, I was like, there was a part of me that was like, well, that ended. I was surprised it lasted that long. That was a gift. But when it ended, I was like, that'll never happen again in my life. But not only would I be able to play that character again, he was now 4 years old and on a different show. So I kind of made like cartoon history in Canada, and I was like very happy about that.
Also from James, we've got, do you prefer Caitlin with Jude or Wyatt?
Do you remember earlier on in the interview where I was like, Caitlin's hot? Yeah, Jude. What's up? Like, why would I... James, what are you, high? Really? Like, think about it. Okay, so dude, would you prefer the hot chick to be with you or your friend? James. We're gonna have to talk, James. Who was it? Who was the first people? Joseph and who?
Diana and Joseph.
Diana and Joseph. You know what? Why don't you go ask them? Why don't you guys come up with real questions? You're harshing my mellow, James. Just joking.
But he does have one more question for you, though.
Of course he does. James.
James asks, do you feel the spirit of Jude lives inside you?
James, the spirit of Jude lives within all of us. From infants, blank is a baby's mind, to old people with dementia. They bookend it. We are all Jude. Hey, Jude. Dun, dun. I don't know the words. So don't ask me if I know the words, James. Would I rather be Caitlin with Jude or... He was just getting greedy there. Yeah. I don't know if I answered any of your questions, James.
But
because you're
anyway.
high. Yeah, thank you anyway. You're high, aren't you, James? Right now. Come close. Come close. Put your phone like this. Let me see your eyes. Yeah, you're high, James. I can tell. All right.